Hey, it's o2manyfish, and it's the end of February, and it's been a while, but here's an update on the fish tank, the 750 gallon. Last month we got the cabinetry finish, so the steel stand is now covered, and the deck the tank sits on is covered, and the splash line is covered, and the light hood is covered. So we pull back here, you can see that all the cabinetry is nice and clean and done in a white Formica, and it's doing awesome. The tank itself has had a couple little hiccups, but for the most part, we're doing pretty well. Fish are doing great. Have had no issues with the fish population. Coral population is growing. So I'll do a quick walk past of the tank, give you an idea of how it's looking. There's the graph. There is the major depth of view from front all the way to the back wall. Give you some perspective on it. So that's 4 feet from front to back. The big Bali Slimer back there is 4 feet away. Come across over here. This is what I like to call the bridge area, because we have this hole going through the rock work all the way to the back, so that I call the bridge. That's the bridge overpass. And then down here, we got Monty Island. And I guess we'll start at this end and show some of the growth pictures in the last couple months. So there was our first green star polyp colony. And as you can see, it's growing and spreading quite nicely. One of our grafted, let's do a little zoom if we can. Okay, there's one of our grafted grafted digitata colonies. It's doing really well. Here's our second one. And these started out as little Y 1-inch frags. We just got this bubblegum digi. Wife picked that out at the Coral Farmers Market this past weekend. On the backside there, this is a grafted Setosa, which was doing awesome, but when we had a couple of our hiccups last month, we lost about 65-70% of it, but it was growing like crazy. On the backside of the digi rock, we've got blue digitata that's growing really well. And I don't remember which color this guy is, but he's looking kind of rough right now. He's a little bit beaten up. And farther around the back is a green one. We've got down here a little bit lower, we've got our Langsai. We've got our purple cap, which is getting pretty sizable over on this side. And we've got what's supposed to be a grafted piece down here. So that's our Monty Rock. Our massive colony of electric orange mushrooms. We lost a big chunk of the Kung Pao colony, as you can see there. We have a little bit of brown jelly that went nuts for about a week and took out a bunch of heads of the torch colony. The other torch colonies are looking pretty good. Our brains are happy. And then we start with, I think this is called spiraling gorgonian, and it's about double or tripled in size. Here's a colony that was doing really good, but then had rescission all the way back to the base. And look back through here to the back wall. You can see the Duncans and some type of a green base purple tip acro back there. Big blue tip stag just doing its own thing on the back wall. Nice acro colony here. This is a piece of pink Cadillac we just picked up this past weekend. There's a big red tabling stag. Red table, not stag. This is a piece that we've had for a while. It had a little bit of die off in the middle of it, as you can see, but you can see all the branches about to pop out in the middle of it. This one is just starting to bud. That's the Gomezi from Ollie's Amazing Reefs. So it doesn't look like it's doing much, but you can actually tell that all the little tips are starting to swell. So it's getting ready to grow out. There's the bright green base that was from the piece that broke off Here's the piece that broke off. You can see all the branches on it now, so it's doing very well. This guy out front has done great just sitting here. Now as we come across here, you can see we're starting to get in the depth of field. So we come around the corner, this is the base of the bridge. And now we're looking back behind the bridge. And our Space Invader Pectinia piece from Tim Kelly is growing and doing really nicely. The Anacropora on the back wall is totally spread out. It's got green great from its base down. I'm not sure if this is a Bernardiporia up here, but this guy is just loving it, getting beat up by the constant current. He's super happy. Another patch of green star polyps. Back to the spire. So from the top of the spire, we got an acro, some slimer, rainbow stag, I don't know, Siphisteria dicadia, I don't know, pink millie, I don't know, something growing. Back in there is the Kelly Green Samacora, which is a survivor that was from basically a little tiny nub that's made a recovery. And we have a beautiful leather sitting down in there in the back. He's down on the bottom. Our Hammer Valley is looking good. Across there, oh, I missed this beauty. Check this out. This is from Volcano Corals. We met these guys at the Coral Farmers Market this weekend. This piece, I hope it does well. It's just stunning. Picked up some Blastos, and my wife got a clam from Clam Mania. And it's looking nice. It needs to be stood back up. It's kind of pushed its way around there a little bit there. But he's pretty happy looking. Steve Garrett's Garrett Acropolis. Got some nice blue zoanthids. Our orange creamsicle Anacropora, growing like crazy, doing happy. This one is really cool. I gotta keep my hand really steady, but this is purple with orange polyps. I've seen this coral twice in the last week and a half, and it's had 3 different names. This one comes from Hugo Sniper SPS. He called it something wizard, but really cool piece. Purple with orange polyps. We're running under daylight lights right now. We're not running under all blues, so that's why you're not seeing crazy colors popping. Down here, this is another Monty that we got as a gift from Volcano Corals when we bought the chalice piece over the weekend. So we got it down on the bottom there. These are a collection of Ghani, well, the yellow tank, our Ghaniaporas. We got a gold one who's doing really well. And then this rock of rainbows is coming along nicely. They get hit with a lot of current. They seem to be very happy about it. Coming on up. Our chalice is doing well. This whole rock is getting just covered in corals, as you can see. The Hawkins echinata is really neat, and then what's cool about it is if we come around and look at it from the right, look at this crazy yellow that we have growing in behind it. It's going to take a while for it to fill in that area, but I think the contrast of the yellow behind the Hawkins purple and blue and green is going to be nice. Here's a great big piece of confetti we got from a local reefer, John. There's another purple tip stag colony. Come on down into our mixed torque colony, California with Oregon down in the middle. Come around this side. And well, now we're to our side boob shot. Let's see. So, I gotta step back for it. So that's the end of the tank. We'll come around and look down the back of the tank. So you can see on the back side, this is the island. On the back side of the island, we've got magnetic electric green star polyps, but this is the branching type, not the encrusting so much. So you can see the little dimples where it's trying to reach out. We've got some hammer swing. We've got some acros mixed in. Coming down here, a little shortcake colony. Looking back down on the side wall. So now you're looking at that big Bali Slimer that's on the back wall that you see from the front of the tank. You can see the acros, the frags that we have placed back here. Waiting for them to grow in. All the way down. So that's about to that rock over there. You can see the Gorgonian we have placed in the back, waiting for it to grow up there. That's about probably 5.5, 6 feet away back there. Got another Gorgonian up here on the front corner. Got another one back here. And then now we'll pull out and do another shot. This is the bridge coming down into the tank. And we'll pull back to an overall. So I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll try to update more frequently. Have a good night.